I can tell you that nobody changes until they change their energy. Nobody changes until they change their energy. And when you change your energy, you change your life. It's the law. You get a community of people together and they start popping, and that happens. In the last 2 week longs, I called my staff on the stage to witness what I was witnessing. They were in tears. When you witness that and you see what's possible, you begin to realize that we've all been hypnotized. All of this is to convince us that we're limited human beings, that we need something outside of us to make us feel better inside of us. And man, when you start grabbing onto this concept, that when the moment you start feeling no reason, and you're doing it from inside of you, and you start seeing the effects outside of you, you'll believe you're more of the creator of your life than less of a victim in your life. Because you say to a person, why are you so sad? Why are you so unhappy? They'll say, I'm unhappy because of my ex-husband. I'm unhappy because of the job. And what you're basically saying is that your outer environment is controlling how you think and feel, which means you're a victim. Yes, to your outer environment. But when you're regulating internal states independent of the conditions in your external environment, and your environment starts to shift and change, then you're going to realize that, oh my God, I'm never going to react to that person again, because the moment I do, I just return back to my past. And all of a sudden, people start getting it, and they start spiraling out of their lives into new lives. And it's happening more and more, and it's happening in a shorter amount of time because people are feeling more connected. I have a certain vision of where I would like a community of people to go that can heal one another, that can instantaneously create outcomes in their life, that have access to mystical experiences and dimensions. I believe that the biggest lie we've ever been told is that we're linear beings living a linear life. I know that we're dimensional beings living a dimensional life, and I think that this is an amazing time in history right now. I think we all signed up to be here at this particular moment. All the paradigms are breaking down. You know, the economies, the political structures, the religious structure, the educational structure, journalism, the environment, the medical model, all these things are collapsing because something greater has to come. And I believe that it's not one person. It's everybody. And I believe that if you get a group of people that are heart-centered, and we've done the research to show that in a room of 750 people, all going into an elevated state, opening their hearts, and having 40 people in the front of the room wearing heart rate monitors, and those people are sending the intent that the people in the front of the room, their lives be enriched, that their bodies be healed, that the mystical find them, that their dreams come true, that all of these people go into heart coherence at the exact same time, the exact same day, the exact same meditation. You see, we're connected by this invisible field called love. And I think that if you get enough people beginning to do that, and there's a morphic field that people can draw from, that 4-minute mile, that people are waking up because information is so readily available, that all of a sudden I think the old paradigms are going to collapse, and we should never be afraid of the collapse of those paradigms, and we should not face them in fear or hostility or prejudice. That's what's created them in the first place. Yes. But when people really come together, I think our innate nature is to care for one another, and to love one another, and to be kind to one another. And so much of the world reminds us to not do that. So I think it's a great time to be alive. I hope in some measure, in some way, that I'm making a difference and contributing to the world. But I think a new consciousness is what I'm after. We've done 4 global meditations. We've had over 45,000 people participate in one. So people are waking up to the idea the world can change. But it's not enough to just focus on peace. You know, you got to be peace. You can't say I believe in peace and be arguing with your coworker. You got to take care of that. And so I think that if everybody is looking within, if everybody is really saying, well, I don't like that person, or I don't like these conditions, does that exist in me at all? I think if everybody's doing that, it's not about the person out there that's doing what they're doing. It's about principles. And principles are not based in polarity. If you're left or you're right, or if you're male or female or gay or straight or vegetarian or carnivore, or it's all based on polarity. But principles is what unifies people. And so I'm very optimistic about the future, because I'm optimistic that there's goodness in human beings when they finally get beyond their past. A lot of cultures believe that they get a hex on them, and that, or a curse on them, and that their life is ruined. But really, they're only suggestible to information equal to their emotional states. Mm-hmm. So if you're into crystals and you're giving your power away to a crystal, it's not the crystal that's healing you. It's your thought that the crystal's going to heal you. Well, there may be some energetic effects, but really, in truth, that I think so many people place their power outside of them. And when we come preloaded with all the machinery biologically to do this. Yes. And you witness in our events people who are doing it, and your jaw drops and you say, wow, if that person did that without any help, then it must mean that I need less assistance from my outer world. So people, they could only accept, believe, and surrender to thoughts that are equal to their emotional state. And they will never accept, believe, and surrender to any thoughts that are not equal to their emotional state. So many people give their power away to a planet that's 93 million miles away, and they say, the reason I have anxiety is because Mercury's in retrograde. Well, no, the reason you have anxiety is because you created anxiety because you kept selecting the worst case scenario in your future and emotionally embracing it and conditioning your body into the mind of fear. And the planet has nothing to do with it. And it's when people start realizing that they have the power to change. And we've all done this. Everybody has done something great in their life. And what do? You make up your mind. And you say, I don't care how long it takes time. I don't care how I feel body. I don't care what people think or what's going on in my life environment. I'm going to do this. And the decision becomes an experience that you never forget. And in that moment, you emotionally are giving your body a sampling, a taste of the future. And if you did it every day, your world's going to change. And I've been at this for a long time, and I can tell you that nobody changes until they change their energy. Nobody changes until they change their energy. And when you change your energy, you change your life. It's the law. And so then you got to be able to stay in that energy for an extended period of time with your eyes open in your day. And when you do, get ready, because you're going to have coincidences and synchronicities and opportunities that are equal to your energy. There's a vibrational match between your energy and that potential in the future, and you're not going anywhere to get it. Like Newtonian physics, dragging your body through space. You're the vortex. Yes. You're drawing it to you. And when you start seeing those events happen, the energy you feel from that experience inspires you to create the next one. And all of a sudden, here we go. People are stepping out of those programs. So then what does it take to break that energetic field? An energy that's greater than the energy that's holding it together. That's how you separate atoms that become a molecule. They're bound by an invisible field of energy that's keeping them connected. So you got to use a greater energy than the energy that's holding them together to separate them. Well, in order for you to change, then, you can't have energy without awareness or consciousness. You got to go to a greater level of consciousness and change your energy. And nobody changes, Jay, until they change their energy. When you start doing the work, there's no longer a vibrational match with you and your past, present reality, that person or that condition any longer. That person or condition is going to spiral away because you're no longer in need of that. So then our life begins to change when we change our energy, and we begin to take our power back. That's essential for us to begin to create with. Now, some people can't handle that because they're not conscious that they're doing it. So they'll be working on their vision of the future, and yet they'll spend 2 hours lowering their energy back into victimization or suffering, and they want to know why their future isn't happening. Well, there's an unconscious program. Let's go after that. And once you start going after that, Now, all of a sudden, your life starts to change again. So you can't say it doesn't work. On some level, we don't work. All of this information, this philosophical, theoretical information, is for us to initiate, to apply, to personalize, to demonstrate. And we do that properly, I think we have new experiences. And those new experiences enrich the circuits in the brain, and those experiences create more profound emotions. And now we're teaching our body chemically to understand what our mind is intellectually understood. And if you keep reproducing an experience over and over again, you will neurochemically condition your mind and body into a new state of being, and you'll begin to master that philosophy. So the talk I'll do, really, that I want to do, is going from philosopher to initiate to master, from knowledge to experience to wisdom, from mind to body to soul, and from thinking to doing to being, or learning it with your head, applying it with your hands, and knowing it by heart. And I want to set the stage so that people are enthusiastic about all the speakers and all the content. So
That's awesome.
I'll contribute.
The future that's coming is going to be a great one. More and more people are interested in this knowledge and apply it, as Joe Dispenza noticed. It's not enough just to know, we have to apply this knowledge. Joe Dispenza is giving his best to educate us all on how to do these changes. The change we want to make has to start now, in this present moment. This is what Dr. Joe Dispenza is talking about over and over again. We tend to reside in our thoughts, in the future and the past, but that's illusion. Everything is happening now, right this moment. We are always in the present moment that's constantly changing. So we have to become the person we want to be right now, so the life could confirm our new state of being. There is no other way. I hope you loved this speech by Dr. Joe Dispenza and you're optimistic about the future we are heading to. If you are, give your thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. Share this video with your friends, spread the good vibes. You even have the option to join our channel and gain great new benefits. Stay good and have a great day.
I walk around the streets, everybody smiling. Sun shining bright, so better to be hiding. But you surrounded, don't forget about it. Long days, loud nights, it's summer. I walk around the streets, everybody smiling. Sun shining bright, so better to be hiding. But you surrounded, don't forget about it. Long days, loud nights, it's summer.
Quên đi bao câu hứa mình còn cho nhau, quên đi bao nỗi đau mình dành. Ngày xưa em đã vội quên đi những lời hứa ngày nào, vì dòng nước mắt em đã vội rơi, anh không thể mãi anh như đến vào điên rồi, anh như say đôi mắt môi, anh như chỉ còn muốn em bên cạnh như ở phố xa rồi, anh chỉ muốn em cạnh đấy thôi, không muốn em ở bên đời, chỉ muốn em anh bên người. Người đã cất bước đi xa trong cơn mưa chiều vội vã, người đã bước quên anh khi cơn mưa qua gần vội vã. Em đã quên rồi mà anh sống đây không nói về, chẳng còn lại gì những người em bao nước mắt rơi. Em khiến con tim như trôi vai trong chiều thu đầy nắng, em khiến con tim như tan mưa trong chiều thu mát màng. Vì còn nhiều lắm những người mà, nhiều lắm những nỗi vội vàng, nhiều lắm những cơn mưa em mưa ta bây giờ đơn vang không mơ không mai đứng sáng. Đêm mai em còn thơ ta xưa ta chúng con giữ nhau chẳng để.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go